Hey guys, how are we doing tonight? I am getting ready to make our dinner. I'm actually making Stromboli in the air fryer. So I've never made homemade Stromboli. So this is going to be a bit of a test. I'm going to be using our, that's fine there, our marble, rolling pin. So this guy is about 4 pounds, so he's pretty significant. So I'm going to put a little bit of flour in my hand to flour the rolling pin. So the rolling pin does come with the stand. So I've already unrolled my pizza crust. This is just a refrigerated pizza crust. And I've unrolled it onto our baking mat and stuff for rolling out your dough and everything. I absolutely love this mat for the holidays, for rolling out my pie crust, because I could never get my pie crust the size I needed it, and it's got the circles for all the way to a 12-inch crust. So we need to get this rolled out to be...
Hi, Melissa.
We've got to roll it out to 16 by 10. Whoops, get off there.
So the nice thing about this mat is you can see that it also has the measurements. So when she says it needs to be rolled out to 16 by 10, she's going to be easily able to look and see exactly how much rolling she has to do.
Just like my pie crust, I'm going to flip my pizza crust. And when you're using the mat, you don't need as much flour either. That's the other nice thing. Move that. Alright. Try to get him squared off. Okay, so that is all there is to rolling out your crust. I'm going to take the cover off of my pizza and crust cutter and just very gently, I'm going to roll through the dough to put it in half. So there's no sauce going in this. The way you would have your sauce is for dipping. Just do a little pull apart there. All right, so we are going to sprinkle some Italian seasoning on here. And this is the Pampered Chef Italian seasoning. It is gluten-free. So I'm not measuring, I'm just sprinkling and covering because we like flavor in ours. Needs a little more. All right, so this recipe actually calls for pepperoni, but I'm going to do both salami and pepperoni because they go so well together. I'm just going to space them out because I'm going to fill him with pepperoni. Pull him out a little bit. So these are actually really super easy to make. And you can make them with any filling. If you wanted to do ham, you could do ham. You know, if you wanted to do, like a roast beef, almost like a cheesesteak style. Do roast beef with cheddar cheese and stuff. So there is salami. You haven't gotten into this yet?
Nope.
Oh. I'm surprised. Okay, so my husband is the one...
Now you got to pull the top.
I'm trying. I'm challenged, remember? Because I have no grip. There we go. When it comes to little things like that, the little fine motor skills on gripping and stuff, yeah, no. Not very good at that anymore.
Hey, Karen. Thanks for joining.
All right, so
I'm sorry, Kara.
Open our pepperoni. And we're just going to space them out since we're doing 2 different meats. And let's go for a crust. What the heck, right?
What the heck? I love pepperoni.
I know you do. He eats it as a snack. Pepperoni does not stay long in this house.
That's why she's surprised I hadn't opened it yet.
Exactly. All right, so just spread these along.
So, Kara, we are making Stromboli, and so we took the, store-bought pre-made pie crust, and we rolled it out to be
Make it easy.
What'd you say?
16 by 10.
16
or right
by
around
10
in
or
there.
right around there. And so we're putting hard salami and pepperoni in, and you're pretty much up to speed right now.
Okay, so I have my shredded mozzarella already shredded just because it's easier. But you would shred a cup of mozzarella for this recipe, unless you're like me and you like a lot of cheese, then I'm not measuring, I'm just putting and eyeballing. But it's also going to have Parmesan on it too, and that I will shred because we do get that in the wedge.
Yeah, the nice thing about the Pampered Chef microplane is there's really no reason you shouldn't shred your own hard cheese. Hard cheese stays good in your refrigerator for a long time. The microplane makes it super easy. So of any of the cheeses, and you can get a lot higher quality hard cheese if you buy it in the brick than if you buy it in the pre-shredded.
So we're that couple that the wait staff at Olive Garden hate. And they tell us to say when. Yeah, we're just sitting and looking and looking and looking and waiting, and then we finally say when.
And they're shredding and shredding and shredding.
So one of the things, if you're doing shredding some cheese for, say to put on a dish or something, you can always turn this over and shred upward, and it will collect it right there in the microplane for you. And then you can just take it and kind of sprinkle it or dump it. All right, so now the fun part, rolling them.
Rolling.
And this is where you're glad that there is no sauce. So on this one, I'm going to start on this side. And I'm going to go up. We're going to tuck that together. We're going to squish our ends together. We're going to shove the stuff in there that's trying to come out, just like you would with a burrito. And you're going to squish your ends together. All right, this one, I'm going to come this towards me just because that end was not quite shaped nicely. All right, squeeze the ends together.
I'm excited, Kara. I hope it's yummy, for sure.
We like Stromboli, and it's just not one of the things that we normally get. So on each of these, you're just going to do 5 little cuts. And that's to allow it to breathe and not explode. All right, so I don't think I spray these guys. Nope, we don't spritz these guys. So we're gonna put some more Italian seasoning on the top. Now what we are gonna spritz is our parchment paper on our rack. And because I needed the space, I don't have the quick cooker, or the quick cooker, the air fryer plugged in yet. Plug it in. So ours does not stay plugged in just because of the way our kitchen is. So I have the parchment paper on the rack.
I'm going to move over here so you can see the air fryer.
And so I'm going to take our spritzer, pump it up, and just spray it. So one of the things with the spritzer, when you're noticing that it's like coming out just in a straight stream instead of a nice spray, you probably need to clean it, which means your tube and stuff may be getting gunked up because of not being burped. All right, so one thing you would think I'd be putting it this way. No, we're starting it off this way with the cut side down. And they both go on here. All right, so I'm going to open it up, putting them down on the bottom. And I need to look at the time. All right, so we're going to set it to bake. Whoop. Bake. Press the thing, and we're going to take it down to 14 minutes. And we're going to press it. So then halfway through, it'll alert me that it's halfway through. And at that point, I need to take my tongs and I need to turn the Strombolis over and then finish it off. Okay, and that's all there is to making a Stromboli in the air fryer. Super easy. So if you're gluten-free, you can make your own gluten-free dough or purchase it. I'm sure Wegmans carries it. Wegmans carries so much gluten-free stuff, and so does like Trader Joe's and stuff. But you can probably find some gluten-free dough if you don't want to make your own. So you can make this too, and just make it gluten-free. So if you have any questions, let me know. We will post pictures of the finished product and to show you, and we will let you know how it tastes. Thank you for watching.